Oh dear. I'm getting hungry. So because I want to start, I just want to improve the memory on the computer. At the moment I've got 4 gigabytes of RAM. That's what it says there. Why am I talking to myself? I'll just look later in the video, see if anyone's coming. Ah. I hope I'm alive when they come out with the definite documentary on COVID. Not so much as how it started, but how countries dealt with it. Well, I've been trying to sort this out. I thought these peanuts were like 300 yen. So I've got these. These are nice little crisps from Japan. I'll chew open a bottle of beer with a spoon. That one's no good. But I did have a... I did have a spoon the other day, it worked quite well. I used to use the end of a key, the end of the spoon, or the end of a key when I really didn't have anything. But I found out the other day, tried that for the first time, and that's a lot easier. Spoons, you gotta love them. Is that bedtime or bad time? Maybe I need to fucking... better. I need to clear this brightness up. That's nice and cool. Bedtime, bedtime. That better. That looks a little bit brighter. Yo, where are you watching from? So I'm just wondering whether to put that crunch in. Mini rice crackers. I thought I wanted something with the beer, but the fucking peanuts were too expensive. Well, there were too many peanuts, a massive bag of peanuts for 300 yen. The cubes were 300 yen. Where are you watching from? Bad time, bedtime. It was I just read. I didn't notice where it was. That there was like an earthquake or something. 7.1 earthquake. Did you see where that was? Oh, you're Japanese, huh? From Iwama? You mean, oh, you came from Iwama site? Iwama fan? Wow. So I've just got a friend, he's lived in Japan, but he's gone back to Scotland. And he had a Facebook bottle of gin, £11,000. Is it Kyoto as well? Yeah, it's Kyoto. Japanese one, what's it called? The Kyoto, I can't read the... I'd be too scared to pick it up. I wonder whether I should go and get some sushi. I haven't had sushi for a while. I was going to ask Moi-chan. Moi, if you're watching this later, do you want to go for sushi? They're very tasty. Soyaki. Also, let's see with this Acapulco, Mexico earthquake. Yeah, I was just saying, they're like, these are like 88 yen. What is your knowledge like on computers, Peter? You know that. That's why I was just thinking. I needed something. You know, they'd be great as a, for a party, kimchi or like paste or something like that. I knew Iwama because he sent me a message saying, "Watashi wa Iwakura no Ichiban no YouTuber, Ichiban YouTuber." You are number 2. So, by accident, Jikko de Guzen de Kare no Mai ni Arawareta Watashi. So he goes, "Oh, Iwakura Santa." Sugun hiwa konano video kare no skutu video wa Rokuman views. Then 1 week later, he got hit by a fucking truck. Well, Peter, here's the problem. On this computer, it's a Dell XPS, the video card. It's got 4 bays, and before I used to have 1,000 chips, and they all went missing. I bought 2 times 2 from Sammix. Now I can't find any other Sammix to go with it, but what I did find was some from Samsung. Now the Sammix, where the fuck's that going? So the Sammix is like 2 R/8 2 GB 5300U PC2, and the other one is the same. And it's quite a good price actually. It's 4,000 yen. Fuck. Don't tell me I can't find that now. My friend, Scottish friend, well, he's London, but he's Scottish blood. He's got on here this. See that bottle of gin? It's from the Kyoto distillery. How much do you think that is worth, Peter? Excuse me. Kaki no Tane. £11,000. I've spent a bit more than that on tequila, anejo, quite a few times. A bit like gin, you usually with gin, usually mix it with orange. So I don't know, is it worth it? You know what? Good nice with these. A nice slice of salmon. Yeah, so these, and they give me 1,000 yen off. So I can get like 8 gigabytes, and the unused as well. I can get 8 gigabytes for 4,000 yen. Because I will start selling things on Yahoo again, in case I lose my license again. Was it you that was telling me that someone had their car impounded for drink driving? Ah, that's a good idea. Any idea? Like now, I'm getting notifications on the bottom right of my computer from like newspapers. Wow. That should, you'd think that would be enough, enough warning to stop you drinking and driving, wouldn't it? Or incentive. Especially if that car or truck was your livelihood. Yeah, but I've got a term for kids like that. They're called cunt kids. I know this guy. He was a Japanese guy that was brought up in Australia. His dad had a sushi shop. He used to sell drugs out of the back of his dad's shop. So when people came round to the back of the shop, he'd go and sell drugs. He was a right cunt. Did he know you were taking it? In England, there's just... He never knew. Did he never find out? You sound like a bit of a hoon, mate. Is it a hoon? Or a wogue? What is it? What do you call them? Wogan or something like that? A bogan? Oh, maybe that's the Australian word. Look, taking your dad's car to school when you're 15 is done. Especially if it's a powerful car as well. In England, there was this guy, 148 million pounds on the lottery, and the other week it was, you know, the RV, you know, the 4 quad vehicles. His son was driving that. He's 13, and his sister, 15, was driving a car. She ran the fucking car into the fucking quad bike, put him in hospital. People with too much money, they think, oh, we show off with this, and then those fucking there's so many deaths and accidents with those quad bikes. I was just thinking out, they all need, they should all come with the, you know, the rollover bars, because they just go up a slope. It could be a small slope, but they just fucking tip over. It falls down on top of them. But the lads come out of the coma now, so that's good. So the young girl said to me at the supermarket, "Is that an orange or a grapefruit?" Pete, have you ever done this before? Using a spoon to open a bottle of beer. Oops. Worked out a lot better before. There you go. Spooning. Yeah, I've used keys, knives, edges, of course, back of the truck. But I used to use this one, and then last night I thought I'd try that, and it's a lot easier using that one. I hate those people that use their mouth to open fucking bottle caps showing off. The fucking looks like Tyson Fury's bottling out against Anthony Joshua. I think he's scared of Anthony Joshua. Are you sure it wasn't a twist cap? Yeah, like I say, if you know, he's got strong hands. You don't want to be punched or slapped by him. There was once an old guy on Japanese TV, old Japanese guy. He was breaking house bricks with his fists. I've seen that. I've also seen a girl do that. You know, opening the bottle with her mouth, not putting a cock in her mouth. It's very dangerous. Yeah, one of the biggest hands I ever saw was he was on Japanese TV. He was an American guy, and what he used to do, he used to make music with his hands. So he'd do a tune, and he could knock a tune out just by using his hands, and his hands were fucking absolutely enormous. They were really, really big. Cheers. You want some cheese?
How about some cheese, please?
He wants.
Musketeers have big ears.
There was an American comedian. He's based in Britain. I forget his name. Rich something, Rich Small. And he says he loves the English language. Where if you go into a shop and they don't have the thing that you want, and they say we're all out of cheese. I'm afraid. So I think it's funny when you look at different people's languages. When other people look at your language. Yeah, I think one of the most frustrating things is, when you can't find a bottle opener for a bottle of wine. That's really frustrating. But so isn't it? Trying to teach you. I'm afraid. I remember about 40 years ago, this guy called Ray. I was working in the coin box repair shop, and this guy called Ray came in, and he had a little. I don't know if you've ever seen these. It was like something like this, and he had like a pin on the end, and all it did, it just pumped air into the bottle, and it just drove the cork out of the. Just drove the cork out of the bottle. Great invention. You finished work for today then, Peter? Is your wife at home, or you're going to be making the food? Okay. You're raking in the money. Do you think you'll stay in Japan all your life, or you plans to go back? So is she making the food then? Here. I've thought of things like that. Like if I won on the lottery, where would I go? Yeah, like to a posh. Don't like people coming into the area. Hello, White Swan. Oh. Place near a really posh place just below just below Birmingham, Cotswolds, I think it's called, Cotswolds. You know, and I just wondered what it'd be like. Maybe just, I think I'd like to go and live for a few months in several countries. One of my viewers on here, in fact, Penn, is from Seattle, and he spent a few months in Albania. He says it was great. Where did you go for an interview? Cotswolds. Well, that's a coincidence, isn't it? Cotswolds. I think it's WOLDS, I think. Where are you watching from, White Swan? Orangey. What a fucking coincidence. For some reason, I was reading about vitamin C yesterday, so I bought some of that aloe drink, and today I've got some orange. I'm not getting scurvy. Cheshire, yeah, that's where all the rich footballers live, isn't it? Wayne Rooney. Rick Hall, what did I say? I said Rick Small, yeah. Yeah, I think it's good. You know, like when, like the other guy, what's that black guy called? He's quite funny. He's got like a middle H for his middle name. He's quite good. I like him. You know, and they just say what it's like. You know, a lot of Americans who come over to England, you know, and they make their lives in England, and they just say, you know, it's fucking, it's a lot cool, better. The pubs are best, and you know, and especially being black, you know, you don't get the hassle from the cops. Try going to fucking London, mate. Gag Bro, where are you watching from? Gag Bro, is that? I do hope that gag is like a joke. We don't want people getting excited like Kent. Cheshire cheese, white crumbly cheese. Do you get that in Australia, that crumbly cheddar? I'm guessing you would. You know, because maybe there's not as many cows in. Oh, there is cows in thing, isn't there? Where'd you get milk from? Cows, that's it. So I'm sure you must get lots of cheese in, maybe not as many as England or Britain, but. Yeah, I used to love this fucking crumbly, if it's like white cheese, crumbly white or crumbly red on nice fresh bread, fucking beautiful, with a glass of milk or tea. Oh, that's really nice. Moe's got I asked her the other week, no, Moe Chan, she's got a Costco card. But Otto Giring. Who's that, Peter? Can you put that into English for me? No, but if you go on the trains, though, you know, from north to south, in this it's beautiful England, now with all the greenery. Same in New Zealand as well. I guess being in Australia, you got a fucking lot of desert. Apparently somewhere in Otto Giriso, cutting off his voice. Okay, my nephew has just spent 4 years in Denmark. Okay, so you don't run the website anymore. Okay, man. Thanks for calling in and explaining. Cheers, pal. Appreciate it. That's good. You know, if you're if you're a non-native speaker, but you're like into like foreign comedians, what a great way to learn. That'll pick your English up, won't it? Hey up, Ken. I mentioned your name 5 minutes ago. It's in the ether. Speak of the devil. Well, Peter will know this, but you might not know this, Ken. But in Japanese, debu, which is you would say devil in Japanese would be deburu, but in in Japanese, debu means like fat. So Japanese people call me Debu. And when my girlfriend came here, she was visiting Australia. She was from Sheffield. And when she came here to visit me, when she saw me, she said, Iowa gozaimasu. And I said, what? She says, Iowa gozaimasu. It's not fucking Iowa, it's Ohio. And then she called me Debu-chan. And that's when I was fucking 75 kilos. Yes, it is true. And a lot of Japanese people have done it to me. But for a long time, I didn't know what they were doing. So they must have been very surprised and hurt when I slapped them. Yeah, I did. I just thought they were being rude. And then one day, I finally figured it out. So if a young girl's rubbing my tummy, I should lower her hand to my cock and then just say, now you're getting lucky. Yeah, it's amazing what people say when they don't think you understand. This, that's a better return, isn't it? You should, Ken, you should check out a series called Marcella. It's on Netflix. There's quite a lot of puffs in it. You might like it. Some puff action. So let me know what you think. Really good series. Oh, you know it? Okay. Yeah, I've just watched the first 2 episodes and I can't. There's some things I don't understand about it. So then again, I've been drinking when I watched it, so I might have missed out on certain things. But fuck it, I like that character, that Marcella. She's my favourite girl at the moment. She's fucking sexy, and she's from North as well. All right, pal. So you're actually Danish. So you wasn't visiting Denmark. You're actually Danish. This is Kent, who's just joined. He's from South Africa. What about Clickbait? Do you know Clickbait, Kent? That's a good show as well. That was a good fucking series. Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good show, that one, and very surprise ending. Yeah. Danish for 64 years. Fucking hell, you old cunt. Have you retired now? So you're just a bit older than me. What have you got? 1 or 2 years to go? And when we say old cunt in English, it's a term of endearment. Copenhagen. I haven't been to Copenhagen. I don't know. No, it can't be near Texel, can it? Do you know Texel? Well, there was another one, Ken, called Paranoid. And now the woman from Paranoid, I'm a lead. I don't know what that means, mate. Leader? Oh, you mean you're in front? Older. Okay, mate. Not nearly as bitter. Am I bitter? Do I come across as bitter? Oh, my God. I probably am. Which, for the clickbait, yeah, clickbait, and then the other one that Indira, she's Indian woman. She was in Paranoid, but she's also in another series now called Life, about a black guy that becomes a lawyer and gets him and frees himself from prison. That's not a bad show either. But apparently, that woman Indira, she's been in quite a few things. But I like these recent series though. Apart from the prison show, these series, they've all they've all had different interracial things in, gay people and comedy. I think the shows have been fantastic. Yeah, I have the same problem, mate. Because I take on this. I've got a Farway for P40, and it's a right. You know that Android button that's in the middle that needs to be moved. to the side. Oh, really? Fucking hell. Last time I went back to England, I watched Coronation Street. I couldn't fucking stand it. Because it's just switching from 1 minute, 2 minutes, and it's switching to the next scene. Oh, it's fucking the bullshit they come out with for new stories. I think da 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 da. Yeah, they've got all kind. I would have thought your dad wouldn't have liked all those gay storylines and the rape storylines. They just Emmerdale Farm. They just keep on trying to outdo each other. Well, I've got my keyboard gag is English and Japanese, but what I did, I took keys out because I kept on catching a key and I couldn't get back onto the English letters. Well, I guess it's keeping him alive, yeah. How is he, by the way? Yeah, I had Carlsberg. It's like 200 yen. It's cheap. It's like $2. And I had some Stella the other night, but this is a bit of a strong taste tell. I think I prefer it draft. But this is a lot more refreshing. How much is a beer in Denmark, Gag Bro? Because you know, if you look at America, I think they purposely keep, like, burgers are $1, a beer's $1. They just keep that so cheap to keep the masses like content. That's where Carlsberg's from, isn't it? Denmark. Is that right? Copenhagen. There you go. When I had the cafe bar, I had draft beer, and that was Carlsberg. £0.5. Why, that's cheap. Because I thought if I don't get any customers and I've got like a keg of beer, I'm going to make sure it's something that I like drinking. And it was like 2,000. It was like 20, I don't know, 15-20% more than the Japanese beers, but it was a good beer, and I did end up drinking most of it. Do you drink Carlsberg, Gag? Actually, I thought it might be a lot more expensive in Denmark. You know, like Sweden and the other Scandinavian countries because of the taxes and everything. Is that the nickname for it, Caro? Isn't it Caro? Is that Spanish for expensive? Do you watch all the English comedy shows then, Gagbro? Like Hello, Hello. I am just checking the like. I'm watching myself on the computer now. Looks like there's a 2-second like. Checking the like. I'm watching myself on the computer now. Looks like there's a 2-second like. Checking the like. I'm watching myself on the computer now. Looks like there's a 2-second like. So, Gag, have you retired then, or are you still working? You didn't answer that before. Oh, really? I remember seeing Seven Samurai where I was very, very young. Well, I've got to work until I die. I've got to work until I die because of George and Tony's lie. Saddam Hussein had an alibi. You know, when I had depression once, a lot worse than now. And it turned out that if you do too much in your life, I think that can lead to a depression because you've got no time for yourself. And I think I'm going to start talking about that, maybe. You're married to an income. What does that mean? You've got a rich wife. Or you've just got money coming in. She works. She'll soon get fed up with that when I send her a message. This guy's calling me. I've just told him that I'm live. Will, can you hear me? I've just sent you a message that I'm live, so I can't talk. I'm live on YouTube, so I can't talk to you.
Gary.
I cannot talk to you later. You're pretty poor. Oh my God! I thought they looked after people in. I thought they looked after people in the Scandinavians. Got really good pensions. Apparently, Britain, out of all the countries in Europe, it seems that Britain has got the pissiest pensions. Life, I don't know. It's good, but I do have a prison sentence hanging over my head. So if I don't hear anything about that in the next 5 months, I'll be okay. Oh, so you got okay. So you can't take an early one. 3 years. 67. Fucking hell. Or maybe they just raise it again in England. 66 for me, I think. So they're talking about raising it to 67 in 2027. So I'll just sneak in. What the fuck's up? You know when you say something and you say something 2 or 3 times and they don't fucking listen? Doesn't get me angry at all. $70. It's one of the most frustrating fucking things, isn't it? Now, sometimes if I have people working for me, I explain to them what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, why I want them to do it, so they can't fucking question anything. So I've explained quite clearly why I'm doing it and why I want them to do what I want them to do. Yeah, you know what you're saying there, Gag, is it like 70? But especially if you're in a physical job, you know, like a builder or a tailor, something like that, your body's fucking your body's giving up. Sorry, Nelson, what are you asking, mate? Well, before I was talking about my friend in Tokyo was trying to fucking get through to me, and I told him that I'm live streaming. And then me and Gagbro were talking about retirement. It's all the fucking engines again. You know, but so like that, you know, when the women they were told to they were retiring at 60, then they said, you know, equal sex act thing 65. But at the end of the day, women work a lot fucking harder than men. You know, but like I say, even if you're sat at a desk, you're still using your mind, and you get tired, you get older, you get forgetful. So you get forgetful. Thanks. So William has just told me you changed it, you cunt. LOL. You know, they go out, they're making the kids food before they go to school, and then they have to go. Then they don't have to, but a lot of women do go to work full time. Then they come home, make fucking food, and then they tidy up. Then they're doing fucking washing, and they finish at like 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock at night for fucking sometimes 15, 20 years. So the worst. It's like I did something a few years ago, and the judge said if you do it again, you're gonna get a big fine or a jail sentence. And so I was in trouble again. So it's hanging over my head. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I don't know so much probation, but I've been like on a suspended. On the criminal record, it says suspended sentence. So, but it was like a fucking strange. So it was a strange event because what I was doing, I was driving around picking up fucking bicycles that have been on the street and other stuff. But to Japanese law, that is stealing because the bicycle has an owner or an owner. But at the end of when it was all over, I went to the police station. So these bicycles that I picked up, so one of them, they couldn't find the owner because the Japanese throw them away. They don't take them with them when they leave the apartment for a new apartment or for a new city. And so he said to me, can you take this bicycle away? This is the bicycle that I have supposed to have stolen. He said, can you take it away? So hopefully that will save me from prison. Oh, nice one. I've never seen. I don't know. I might have saw one. Maybe I saw one of those when I was a kid. Yeah, like in England, they fucking break into houses. The police don't even come to the house. All right, William. I am live. I am alive. How's things? It's raining here. Is it raining in Tokyo? Yeah, when I was watching that, good. I was watching that show last night, and on the police building it says, if you see a crime, report it. When people to report their own crimes, they don't fucking do anything. Williams from America. Do you think that's a real ruby? I don't know. What do you think? So, well, sometimes I'm extrovert. I don't know. Maybe when I was young as introvert, but no. But I have done like crazy things in the past and spoke up and gone to the front and caused trouble. So probably more extrovert. But there's like quite a lot of shit that I wouldn't do. You know, like when it comes to like in America when they've got the like, for example, I wouldn't put a lot of makeup on my face to dress up as a clown or something or a character like that. Okay, is she good looking? Just reading a breaking story. The 2-year-old boy went missing. They found him. Berber. Oh, okay, yeah, Berber tribe, yeah. Yeah, I have heard of that, yeah, without a doubt. Well, they've got their own language and culture. We had a lot. So we in Sheffield. No, I didn't get the job yet. No, I'm trying to get it in my area. So maybe Japanese are bringing out their own drug. So I might wait for that. They're working on their own vaccine. Fucking hell, they've got them. Just looking at a picture on the news feed, and there's a cow stuck in a tree, probably from the the waters. Does she want to come to Japan? How old is she? In her 30s? Oh, it sounds just about right for me. Cheers, Ken. Yeah. No, I think the good thing about these TV shows that are on Netflix now, because you're getting all kinds of characters in the shows. Like Arabs, Indians, Pakistanis. Did I say Indians? Which is quite good, I suppose. Makes it more realistic when fucking 50% of. Yeah, well, there would be, wouldn't there, Ken? Because the Moors, they attacked Spain. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, El Cid. I remember watching that film, El Cid. Does she work at the airport with you? Roll call. Hey, you getting any work yet, William? Or she can come over to fucking Japan, but there's a lot of work to be done. I can marry people actually because of my status if I don't go to jail. So I can I can get married. Privates. Nice. Privates on parade. Oops. Is there going to be more lockdowns? Oh, she's got a temper. Oh my God, we don't want that. See, it looks like infections are rising all over the world. I said I can marry. Let's have a look at the COVID-19 in Japan. See if the infections are dropping. Japan tracker. Yeah, it is dropping, yeah. So from a high of 26,000 recently, and we're down to what? Down to about 13,000. So that's good. Just wondering where the best place to be is. Kochi, I went to Kochi. I was just thinking of whether I should go to Nagasaki, fly there. So in Aichi, my area, there's 1,200 active cases. William's married. Nagasaki, that's where my mate's from. $600 inactive. I guess that's quite a few. Wow. Tesla crashed into a house. I might buy my old pal Sylvester Stallone selling his house. There was a big all right, Tom. Yeah, I just won this fucking They hate me. Yep, my law enforcement buddy. There was a shock headline on the Yahoo today saying that Bitcoin had bombed, but it dropped about $8,000. But I think it went as low as $30,000, didn't it? I'd never even heard of it until I was in it. So what day is it today? Is it 8th today? What day is it? Let's have a look. Maybe it's next Monday. Is it Monday or Sunday? They said they were having a review on what's happening in Aichiken because they extended it in Tokyo. '12th, so I guess it's back on 13th then. Judge Dredd is a British company. I didn't know that. Huh? Yeah, you're right. It is British comedy, yeah. Yeah, well, that was filmed in is it Shepperton Studios near London. I think they've got a lot of technology and experts there. But that was quite strange because when we went there, we could see they had like this thing built in the car park, and that's when they shot down the plane that we were in, or the spaceship. Yeah, that would explain. Yeah, I know Ridley Scott's English, and he's got a brother as well. Didn't one of them kill themselves? Yeah, well, I was in that ship, and but I didn't get on screen. But I did get on screen with Sylvester. Was it Tony Scott that killed himself? I know one of them did. It's very, it's very strange, really, when someone's really successful like that and they decide to kill themselves. No, I wasn't walking behind him. I was in front of him. So I was chosen because I was of the most of the other extras. I was the shorter one. So I had to be in front. He was just, I think he had these special boots on, and he maybe was just a little taller than me with his boots. Yeah, I was in Judge Dredd for 7 seconds. What's that? World 32 Prefectures. No, the one from the 1990s. So the next movie at this studios, well, I could have applied to go in. That was a James Bond film. But we just got married, and the plan was to go back to Japan via Hollywood, via Los Angeles and Hawaii. Danny Cannon. I wonder if my name's down there. No, it's not. So we also did a scene in Battersea Park, a night shoot, but you couldn't see any of the extras. The scene is about 30 minutes into the movie, and Sylvester Stallone has just been found guilty, and so he leaves the court, and then the next thing is we're walking towards the prison ship. I think I think my next film is going to be Santa Predator. So I saw that Diane Lane, she was in it. She was quite nice when she came onto the set. Yeah, I haven't seen the new one. I didn't even know there was a new one, actually. But they wanted a PG-15, but because Monster ripped off the arms of someone, they said they couldn't give it a PG-15. So maybe that's why it couldn't be successful. Yeah, like I say, it couldn't get that rating, so everyone was very upset. Maybe they blamed Danny Cameron as well. One day, So it's a fucking when you're on those shoots. Yeah, like, but it was made in 1994, September, October. You just sat around most of the time drinking coffee and listening. One of the greatest things about that is listening to all the regular extras that are, that have been on like lots and lots of fucking films, and they just tell you about all the fucking all the other actors, what they like and things like that. It's great listening to the stories. So it was worth it. It actually was worth it just for that. And there was one extra, and I saw him a week later. He was on a crime reconstruction. No, it wasn't. It was no. That was. He told me he got a job to fly up to Scotland to do a crime reconstruction thing, and then I saw him in a very popular television series. And he popped his. What they did, they were lowering a piano from a window, and the piano crashed to the floor, and then his head popped out of the fucking window, and I go, I know him. So that was quite funny. And maybe I've said this before. If if you watch a film, and you see, like at the end of the film, the police come and take the bad guy away, and the people that take the bad guy away, they never say anything, because if they say anything, then that's called direction, and they've got to pay them more money. So you watch out for it. When people come up at the end of the film, they take someone away, they don't say anything at all, because if they say anything, then they have to be paid. Well, you can't. Well, I just wonder, but probably actors write about it in any way. So who's going to fucking buy who's going to buy an extras book? So Britain's 3-day heat wave is set to end. Man savaged by lurking hyena. You don't want that. Can anyone tell me how to get rid of these fucking pop-ups on my fucking computer screen? What do you call them? Notifications. So I've just been searching for memory on Yahoo Auction, and now the fucking all these memories coming up for sale on the fucking page. Can I use ad block on my PC? How do I do that, Tom? So do I pay? Do I have to? Well, it's worth paying some money actually. A browser I'm using, I think it's Chrome. Yeah, because these notifications, they're just a pain in the fucking arse. I thought that ad block thing was just for like YouTube or something like that. Okay, thanks, pal. Cheers. So you weren't here earlier, Tom or William. So I was in the supermarket, and the young girl on the checkout till, she said to me, "Is that an orange or a grapefruit?" So I didn't say anything to her. I just said, it's an orange. Yeah, well, in England, it looks like it's up, it's down, it's up, and it's going back up again. These, you know, like they said this before in America and Britain, they said the lockdowns are the worst things to do to the economy. The lockdowns are the worst thing to do to fucking human beings, to people. I might watch that again. I like that film, Edge of Time. That was a fucking good film, that. Hello, Tom Nakatska. Right, I'll try that, because I really am fucking fed up of these ads. What time is it now? About 6 o'clock. Just eating so many things today. Yeah, these ads, they're from newspapers, the Daily Mail and the Daily Mirror, and they just pop up on the bottom right of the screen. And the problem is that if I want to cancel, or if I want to cut short an advertisement or something, and I can't reach the button. All right, Jay. I was looking at the number of people, 600 cases in your area. I was looking at that because I'm still interested in visiting. Oh, Murray's here as well. Tomoya. We got two. Yeah, I'm doing it from home today because I wanted to. I'm looking for memory on the computer. I was watching some, like, I don't know if America's the worst or what, but when something happens or a famous person pops his head up and all of a sudden, fucking 10 phones come out. It's a PC. So what I've got, where's that fucking piece of paper? So this is what I've got in my computer at the moment. I've got 2 sticks of 2 gigabytes for 4 gigabytes, and it's Sam Max 2 R times 8 2 gigabytes PC2 5300U, and so the one I want to replace it with is the one I want to replace it with is 2 gigabytes times 4, and that's also a PC2 5300U. But the only thing, this one, it gives like the megahertz speed. So I'm assuming and hoping that it's the same thing. DDR2. Yeah, I'm not sure if the ones I've got in now are DDR2, but there's not much difference between as functionalities. There's not much difference between DDR2 and DDR3 as I've been reading. So I can get 1,000 yen off, so it's 4,000 yen, and it's in Japan, it's in Shizuoka. Because of the computer freezes. $16 gigabytes. I've got it's an old Dell XPS. Would it fit in? Do you know if it'll fit in? Is yours a Dell? Hello, is it me you're looking for? That's not a Dell, is it? Someone like you. Is that right? It's someone like you. That could be a Sheep Shaggers song, couldn't it? The timing stamped on the sticks. What timing's them then? Go on then, send me those then, pal, first. I'll try them out. Can give it a try first, can't I? How can I give you my address? Can I get you have an email address on your well, I've definitely got an email address on mine, Jay. On my and then I can send you my address. So you're getting a new computer then? The fuck's happening here? I can't see where to reach her on your thing, Jay. Oh, view mail address. I'm not a robot. Oh, fuck off. I hate this. Control C. Yahoo. Sorry for bleeding away there. Just going to send you a test email. Fucking 7,000, eh? What the fuck are you doing? $7,000. Didn't your wife say you could spend that on lingerie for me? You certainly mean in business, pal. You'll have to do a video about that, of course. So, is that what's she say? Threadripper PC. What was the name of the bills? You can. Right, I've just sent you that address, Jay. Can you send me that as pretty quick, man? And then I really appreciate it. I've sent you my address now. I'm concerned that you and your wife might be like assassins, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Ryzen Threadripper. Are you doing StreamYards?
Your parents being screenwriters that wrote for actors.
6:20. Oh yeah, I remember you saying now. Is it worth your time using that? Yeah, I know someone that does that. You know, like rendering and that lot, and he's a filmmaker, and I think he spent like 300,000 on his. He doesn't live stream though, not like us, Jay. He's not into the big business. Jay, are you at your computer on the phone? Can you check if that you got that email? Olivia Munn is going to have a baby. No email. Oh my God! I just checked if he's come back. Is it jp8147@gmail.com? Is that it? Well, I think you should. Yeah. I don't think I put anything else in there. Yeah, well, I'm not getting, it's not coming back to me, so I guess it's just taking time to get through to you. Well, I'm sure your computer good. Well, is it not your computer or you're on a phone? Looks like the safest place in Japan is Akita. 134. Or port of entry. Yeah, that's a good thing. Like active now, it says active for Japan is 183,000 and 1% is critical. So that's got to be good news. Oh, really? Yeah, I remember now, yeah. Lock everything up in a big fucking steel box. Well, just thank God she didn't steal your nail varnish. Or you might have been facing jail time. Is she still wearing lipstick at her age? Means she still loves you. Or you could pray she's met someone new. Oh, I just thought, Jay, maybe you could check your spam folder. No, come on there, Jay. Well, the only thing that I did, and not on purpose, because I used to make an excellent salsa, and I forgot to wash my hands thoroughly when I touched my wife's vagina. You sent me an email back. So you didn't get? I have just got your email now. I'll just reply with the address again. By the way, anybody watching, my email address is on my site, on the on YouTube, so you can, if you ever wanted to catch me or whatever. No, my keyboard has switched to Japanese, and that's a fucking pain. Okay, maybe in the first email I sent you, there was no hyphen between J and P. I think I'd like a nice glass of wine, but I don't want to get a bottle or fucking drink it all. If I get a bottle, if I get a bottle, mate, I won't be fucking saving it for later. When I win on the lottery, I'll be getting half bottles of champagne. Yeah, well, generally, most of the time I drink white wine and it needs to be cooled. And so, of course, if I let anyone know that I've won, I'll be flying down to JV's. Yeah, thanks, JV. So I was just thinking, hopefully it works and doesn't blow the computer up. A 2-week party zone. I can't fucking party more than I can't party 2 days. Yeah, maybe I'll visit you lot. Be cheaper. I'll get a round the world ticket. fuck knows. I don't know if you can fly anywhere. 10,000 people coming to England on fucking boats. But if you want to go overseas, you've got to pay fucking £1,000 for your family for a fucking check. Oh, that's not very nice. Looks like don't go to Spain, Ken. They're attacking gay people. Jay. Jay. You mean you just check it when I get it? Is that what you mean? Or this? Maybe close that one.
Hey guys, GP here. Oh. Okay, so we are just about ready to start this PC build. Here we go.
Oh, I can see what you're saying now, yeah. I was talking to Geek earlier, but he seems, oh, but then again, he's probably in bed now, so. Like, I've eaten like a pig today, but it's like I need some more food. Something wrong with me. Maybe this is the last day for food and beer. Yeah, just what? How many countries are opened up though, Ken? Right, guys, it's been it's over 2 hours. It's been a very long broadcast. Yeah, one of those people in that film I talked about before, Clickbait, Zoe Kazan. She's a member of a acting dynasty. She's quite cute. All right, guys. It's been a good, been very long. I've only had 2 beers in all that time. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? See if I can go and get a cheap bento or sandwich from the supermarket. All right. Been good. See you next time. Bye-bye. I didn't miss any questions, did I? Bye.